We are joined today by Western Washington University volleyball coach Diane Flick-Williams. She's going to preview the 2021 season for us. We're finally reached the start line, as we call it. But first, we just kind of want to talk a little bit about Western volleyball. Diane, here we are, September 1. We're going into the season. You're going to be hosting a home tournament.
Yes.
How excited are you just to get going and to see your team on this brand new court?
Well, there's so many pieces to this that's so exciting because it's been a long time. Even though we got some springtime in, this is different, and it's pretty cool. And then you couple it with the new floor, which was pretty exciting to hear that we were getting it first, and then to actually see it, it's been even better. And just the fact that we are now going to have fans in the stands. I mean, there's so many things that we have missed out on that we finally get to have here. But the big part for me is we haven't hosted a tournament since 2007. So to have teams that come in our facility and start the year hosting is pretty exciting as well. So we've got a lot of things that are coming together at this time.
A lot of times the Vikings are in Florida or they're down the coast playing somewhere to open a season in one of these great tournaments. This year they get a chance to see Carver Gym, be here on WECU Court, and you guys get a chance to just open a season at home. I mean, it's understated, but how cool is that?
It's really hard to describe. In some ways we don't know because we haven't done it in so long. I think, in fact, didn't you say it was since 1978 since we had our very first first match at home here? So, I don't know, I was 7. You weren't born yet.
the Paul Madison files dug the one out for us, but it's pretty amazing that 1978 was the last time. But just to host a tournament, MSU Denver is always good, ranked 11th in the country. You've got Sonoma, which is always a West Region foe, and in the tournament, Chaminade was here at the regional when we hosted in 2018, and in Central Washington, of course, another team, the GNAC, that's always fighting for the title and always going to the West Regional. It's a great field.
Yeah, I always like to play great teams, and that's just our hue and cry. We will never know how good we're doing, how good our training has been, unless we really get tested. So I'm really excited for the teams that come. Hopefully they'll get to experience Bellingham, the surrounding area, enjoy their time here just like we do when we go to other places. But great field, great volleyball, and hopefully something that people want to come out and watch. Keys
to this for this team to have some success early in the season, like you said, you play a tough schedule. You played the Tampas, the West Floridas, the Wheelings of the world. It's a good test, but what are going to be some keys to this team that you want to see when they step on the court? And those wins and losses really do mean something this year. Yeah, I think our mindset needs to be in a good spot, though, because nothing ever is the start and finish on day one. So I really hope we're continuing to learn because we've played ourselves for so long. We're good against us, but I'd love to see other systems that we play against. How can we adjust and adapt? And then how do we learn throughout the season? How do we get that 3% better every week? So that's going to be really important for us. And I think the biggest thing overall, and this is for every team, who can stay healthy. Our training's been different in the off season to prepare for a fall, and we're still in a pandemic. So, if we can just stay healthy, continue to learn, that's what the season is for. After this Western Invitational, you guys will go down to another tough tournament in Colorado, the Colorado Premier, where you'll play Lewis and Wayne State College, 2 ranked teams in the first round of the pool play. Tournament that's nationally known as one of the elites. It's pretty cool that Western is there. Going into this, the Division II West Region Showcase is no longer. Were you excited to add that tournament to our schedule? Absolutely. Premier's always been one I've been able to look at. We just haven't been able to, dabble in it just because we have had an obligation already going on. But it's always been a great tournament. And again, it's another tester, and it's important for us to do that. I mean, we may be far behind. We may be just right with them. I don't know. But until we play those teams, we'll never know. So I'm never afraid of we got to go in and have guaranteed wins. That's never been my philosophy. What we need to guarantee is a battle so that we learn about what we need to learn. Preseason polls are what they are. They're preseason. The Vikings have been selected to win the GNAC, 3 straight conference titles going into this season. How do you live up to these expectations, or how do you kind of shelter the team from the expectations that are placed on them? They know when they come here that we're a respected program, and I do appreciate that year in and year out that people respect what we've done in the past, but we also know it's the past. We talk about defending our GNAC title. You can't defend something that's can be not taken away from you. So we're just trying to approach a season like we always do. Who are we?
what do we need to do? Each team we play, we need to learn and grow from it, and then the chips will fall as they may. So, no one's seen us for 2 years, really. I don't even know what our team's going to look like. So any of these rankings are nice, they're great, they're more historic than they are current, and we'll see what happens when we play ball.
A team of a lot of returners, a lot of familiar faces will be back for the Vikings, even from the 2019 season. Obviously, we lost All-American Kaylee Harper. But you've got 3 All-Americans returning in Malia Aliaga, Gabby Gunterman, and Callie Halborn. And then you've got just this cast of just great players around them and an incoming recruiting class that just kind of surrounds them as well. Talk about the 2021 Vikes and what you've seen in the preseason and how excited you are. I use that word excitement a lot to see them play and to go to battle for you.
Yeah, I really love this team. And I think in part because we have had to go through so many challenges in the last 20 months. Most of them are like imposed on us from outside forces, and how did we handle that? And I thought we did a really good job of controlling what we can control, influencing things that we can influence, and letting go of the things we couldn't. So what's exciting is they get to put their product on the floor. They get to see what their hard work has gotten them, and continue to grow and learn and do the thing that we do. We've been battling a lot. We've been battling the wrong people sometimes, but we are doing a great job right now of, what can we do on the floor, take advantage of our opportunities that we were given, because who knows what tomorrow holds. We've learned that a lot.
Yes. We are standing on a new WECU court here, a TerraFlex court that was installed last week and will be played on for the first time in the Western Invitational. Tell us about this from a team standpoint. How excited you are about having this court, and also we got to reflect a little bit on the memories of the sport court that we had from when you joined the program and the great success that the program has had on this. And it is something that a lot of Division II programs do not have, to have, whether it be the sport court or the TerraFlex court. Just reflect a little bit on how great this is for your program.
Yeah, gyms are remodeled all the time, but they're remodeled to a basketball floor, and I totally get that. So to have something that makes a volleyball arena out of a basketball gym is pretty exciting. It gives us some importance as a feature, and so the sport court did that for us. We've had so many great memories of matches on that sport court. So many great people who played on it, which is probably even more important. And this is kind of like the next era. It's like the next upgrade, the next era of it, and something that this current team can leave their legacy on. But as you can see, it's a beautiful court. We appreciate training on it. It does save our bodies a little bit too, so it helps us from a health standpoint. But we're just really excited that happened, and we really appreciate the people who put in all the work to make it happen.
The process to get to this point, I know you've been looking at it for a while, and the team came out on the court and kind of were just almost swimming on the court. Pretty neat moment for you. I know there's been 22 years of memories and build up, but to see this and kind of have it come to fruition, pretty cool.
Absolutely. I mean, one of our hue and cries have been this off season is we asked alumni to send in videos for us and tell us what it was like when you're here. Make sure that we understand that we stand on this floor and we're the first ones on it, but it came at the backs of others. And so we wanted to make sure and show our gratitude to them, and their appreciation just comes from their joy. So that's what we saw when they were all sliding on it and pulling each other around on it. So it's a great thing for us to have and for us to really revel in, but we all know where it came from.
Well, season's here, start line's here. First serve in the WWU Invitational will be at 12:30 on Friday. Fans are welcome to come. We just ask you wear a face covering, a mask to keep everyone safe. First serve for you guys will be Friday night, 7:30 against Sonoma State. All I got to say, Diane, is go Vikes.
Yeah, go Vikes.